Oh, it was definitely required some experience and know how to meter your effort, like you say. It was also an interesting battle of equipment. I mean, if you look at Christian and myself, I rode a full-on time trial setup. He rode a road bike with, aero wheels and a aero handlebars, and I don't know the split times, but I was 20 or so seconds ahead of him at the start of the real climb, and he took that back on me. So that's very interesting. I mean, I'm a cycling nerd myself, and I like to analyze that data. So that was interesting. But also, like you said, you had to meter your effort, and there was times when I told myself to back off in the beginning because I knew the last 2K would hurt. But I tell you, I was pretty much finished with the K to go, and I only got through because the fans lifted me through that last kilometer.
Under a second difference between the two of you, can you, knowing all the variables, can you dial it down to one thing that gave you that narrow of a difference?
No, in my mind, I think Christian deserves this victory as much as I do. We've both been in the trenches for a long time. We're neighbors in Spain, and I'm happy to share the stage victory with him. I couldn't be more proud because I think he's a great guy. He's been doing this a long time, and we showed that the old guys still got it, like George said yesterday.
A bit of a bitter taste after yesterday. Does this erase that?
Absolutely. I was upset with myself, and I made a mistake of not grabbing a vest at the top of Independence. Like TJ said, I'm not the strongest descender. He's right. You have to descend as well as climb. But it was mainly the cold that got to me, and I was having a hard time handling my bike. My jaw was clenched shut. So today erases that and reminds me that I can't make mistakes because these guys are good. TJ's only 23 years old. If I make one little mistake, he's going to take it from me.
So much has been made over the past few months about the first half of this race. It's far from over, though.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we don't have another time trial or mountain finish, but this race can be turned on its head at any moment. There's wind, there's crashes, there's time bonuses left. So we have to stay extremely alert, and I can't make any more mistakes. Like I said, one little mistake, and these guys will take it from me.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Are you guys prepared to ride on the sun and defend all the way to Denver?
We have to. There's no other choice.
It'd be too late to lose it and get it back now.
Yeah, you can't lose it now. Can't lose it now.
Levi, from an Australian perspective, mate, Cadel Evans is sitting 6th overall. Do you still think he's a danger at all, or should we let everyone back home know not to hold your breath?
Well, first of all, I mean, Cadel is a true champion. He's been on a tear this year, and since the Tour de France, I mean, anyone who wins the Tour afterwards is crazy. He's been around the world. He's had a ton of commitments. For him to come here and be 6th is a real proof of how great of a rider he is, and obviously bringing out the fans, him and the Schlecks here, the Tour de France podium is fantastic, and we're lucky to have him.
You rode the Tour de France as well, but your form since the Tour has been unbelievable. What do you relate that to?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm proud to have won the Tour of Utah and 2 stages here and have the leader's jersey, but the Tour is the Tour, and the guy who wins the Tour de France, he's the best rider in the world, and that's Cadel Evans.